It's my impression of one of those porn thumbnails where there's like a massive dick and then a really shocked girl being completely shocked by how massive the dick is. Yeah, in the bathroom, already in the gutter already. One reason is for metaphorical reasons, and the other, well, the main reason is because I don't want to interrupt the girlfriend watching her stuff on the internet. No, not in that way. So today, I've had this beer before and I was really not impressed by it, to be honest. And I just don't get this style of beer at all. But that's probably inexperience coming through, because this is only like the second example of this style that I've had. So we're here in Germany and we are looking at John Malcolm's White Stout. Clocking in at 7.6%. I have no idea who brewed this beer. All that I know is it was pretty much created for REWE, which is one of the supermarket chains here in Germany. Even the artwork on this reminds me of something like the Malcom beers that I was looking at, which, funny enough, they did a white stout where I just drank it and I was like, what is this? But not in a good way. So yeah, John Malcom. Who the hell's John Malcom? I've got no idea. So yeah, a stout beer. Yeah, I'm not even going to read the information there. So yeah, this uses mosaic hops apparently, and I did a tiny bit of research about white stouts, and I was looking at a Beer Advocate like article or post, and it's more like not necessarily actually being like a white stout, like stout in the classic like dark, roasty, rich beer. But more along the lines of like just in brewing terms, like a stout, like a strong beer. So it just like led me to, so is that not just like a higher ABV IPA or going into a lower double IPA? I'm sure people are ripping their hairs out. Speaking of hair, look how terrible this is all over the place. But yeah, people are probably ripping their hair out thinking, you fucking idiot, this is what a white stout is, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I don't know. Let's just get this beer reviewed and out of the way. So if I do indeed find out who the actual brewery is, or whether it's like in-house for REWE, then I will be putting that information in the description box and the title down below. I'm sorry, Beretta Glass, for putting you through this. Let's see what we get. So, I really do enjoy this glass. I never thought I'd be a fan of these glasses because, you warm up the beer, I thought, when you hold it, but it just feels so good in the hand. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So then, colour. Yeah, call me an idiot, but that to me just looks like an IPA. Slight haze in there. It's not being chilled. But yeah, nice sort of, it's got this like nice pale, but I'm guessing that's just from the glass itself. Really pale in the shaft of the glass. And it's got this like nice sort of like lemon curd, golden, slightly orangey amber look to it, but a nice pale to it, tone to it, and it looks like a nice sort of almost pale ale IPA. And carbonation is nice and gentle, not too ferocious, and that's going up to a very foamy 1 finger's worth of a slightly off-white head. So yeah, let's give this a bit of a swirl, see what we get. And I'm getting like cheap macro lager aromas mixed in with a very gentle mosaic hop character. I mean, I'm sure they've used other hops to back it up, but I was reading on the label and they use, as well as normal hops, they of course use extract hops, which that to me, it's not going to ring alarm bells for me. because I know that you can create some good stuff using extract brew kits. But yeah, it's got this like slight sourness to it. A little bit of a hoppy tone in there, not too much. A little bit of like a lemon sherbet maybe. I mean, aroma and appearance, it doesn't smell or look bad. It smells like a, you know, fairly standard pale ale or IPA, in my opinion. So anyway, let's see what we get on the taste. Cheers, guys. There's just this sourness coming through. Not in like an infection standpoint, or at least I don't think it is. I've not really had too much experience with like an infected beer, but yeah, it's got this like macro lager body to it. You get that like malt, like biscuity, slight coppery flavour that you would get from, you know, one of these like really cheap supermarket like Best Bitters, or well, not Best Bitters because it's a completely different style. Not that this is, you know, but let's not get into it, just get onto the beer. A little bit of tartness. It's got like a golden ale sort of flavour in there as well. Hop character is really quite weak. It's got like a hop presence, but it's really toned down. And I would have liked to have, you know, a bit more oomph. And that's the problem with that I have with beers like this, is a lot of the time they don't go all out there. They play too safe because they don't want to, you know, potentially put off regular customers. But again, I don't know who the brewery of this is, so I don't know who the core demographic of the guys who brew this actually is. So that's not really relevant at this point. But yeah, it's like it's playing it too safe. You know, if you're going to do something like a white stout, which is, you know, it's not exactly the most regular of styles, let's face it. You know, at least do something really out there. Go for it. I mean, the fact that I paid for a 4-pack where I got 2 IPAs, which I'm not even going to bother to review because it's just a, you know, whatever you can say about that IPA, you can say about a lot of the run-of-the-mill IPAs. Plus, I don't really want to spend the money again. If that's like €4, well, no, €2 actually, for 4 beers. And yeah, the flavour reflects the price. But I wouldn't even say it's like a good gateway beer for people, to be honest. I don't know, there's just, it's not the most pleasurable or flavoursome beers that I've had. And it's got these like slightly off sour notes in there. A little bit floral, sherbety, like a slight dankness in there, or muskiness I should say. And a relatively weak body. It's never going to set the world alight, and to be honest, I just don't get this style at all. But maybe I need to try like some of the most highly regarded examples of white stouts before I can really give my opinion. But yeah, I'm just not that big of a fan of this beer, to be honest. I mean, it's not an offensive beer, it's not an awful beer, but it's just very subpar to me, and just slightly below average. And when I do my reviews, I like to pick out positive notes. I don't like to just bash on the beer. If the beer deserves it, then obviously I will do. But it's just so meh. It's like you can't even get angry about it. It's just such a dull fucking beer. And yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get it. If someone can tell me, give me like concise reasons. It's all subjective at the end of the day anyway, but just tell me, if you like white stouts, tell me why you like white stouts. Give me examples of good white stouts. Tell me what they bring to the market, that sort of thing, and how you interpret them. I'd love to get a little bit of a discussion about this one. But as it stands, this beer on its own, whether or not I agree with the style or not, They could have got away with this being a pale ale, in my honest opinion. A very, even more subpar pale ale, to be honest. It's just... that sort of beer, it's not great. So in terms of a rating, I'm going to give this like a 4.5 out of 10. Some may see that as a really quite harsh score. It just doesn't move me. It doesn't move me to tears, but at the same time, it's not like, wow, what a beer! Wow, you know, it's just got nothing. Anyway, you know, for a beer that's quite dull, I've invested quite a long time in it. So that was John Malcolm's White Stout, brewed for REWE supermarket. The Malcom stuff did this thing better, I'd say. But you know, I suppose you could look at it in the context of the ever-growing popularity of the craft beer movement here in Germany. So if this potentially gets people going into independent bottle shops, going online to, you know, checking out what's local to them in the craft beer scene, then fair enough. But I think people could drink this and think, what the hell did I drink? I'm not getting this. I'm going to get myself a 6-pack of Paulaner, which, you know, I really enjoy Paulaner, so I'm not going to complain about that. I think I'd rather have a 6-pack of Paulaner than this. I'd rather have a 6-pack of Paulaner than a lot of craft beers, to be honest, but we'll not get in there. Yeah, it's a long video, I apologise guys, but at least you get the kind of entertainment of me whining like a little bitch, which is always good. It's good to have that out there in the world of the internet. 7.6%, you don't feel that. They've got that right, you know, those are positive. Artwork, it's nice, it's safe, it's a little bit corporate, so, you know, I suppose, but, yeah. White Stouts, I just don't get you, bud, I really don't. Anyway, if for whatever reason you've tried this beer, let me know your thoughts, opinions, and like I said, if you've got any recommendations or thoughts about the style, hit me up in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm sorry to have tainted such a lovely little glass, and I'm not going to be pouring it down the drain because it's a drinkable beer, but yeah. Anyway, nearly 13 minutes long. You've wasted your time. See you guys later. Cheers. Cheers.